Teenager who finds wallet with $1,500 cash lying on the road decides to do something unbelievable with it. This world is full of surprises. You never know what surprise you may get. Among all the surprises that surprise you the most is the nature of the people that change with time. You can never predict what is going inside a human mind. All you can do is trust your gut feeling and remind yourself what is right and what is not. Here's a story of Mr. Vang, who lost his wallet somewhere. What happened next was so unpredictable. As the story unfolds, you could relate to the story and see if you landed up in the same situation. Like any other married couple, Mr. and Mrs. Vang together form a perfect couple. Being perfect includes daily arguments and basic fights. Not only that, the only thing that binds them together was love. No matter how agitated they be on each other, they would end up saving a sorry and promise of not having any sort of argument ever again. Life was not that easy for the couple. They had to go through many atrocities before they could share the same surname. Mr. Vang was a hardworking man, and Melissa, popularly known as Mrs. Vang, held his hand back when he had nothing. Their life journey experienced many ups and downs, but what remained constant was their unbreakable bond. One day, Mr. Vang was getting late for his presentation. He thought it wise to skip the breakfast and fetch the keys of the car. He kissed his wife bye and rushed towards the porch area where he had parked his car. He opened the door, started the engine, and drove to his office. Mr. Vang had a lot of experience and knew how to crack a deal. The presentation turned out to be fruitful for Mr. Vang, as he was able to convince the other party to collaborate with their program, which would ultimately bring on lots of profit to their company. Grabbing the deal was not a piece of cake. Mr. Vang put on his maximum efforts to bring the best out of this deal. He did really a good job. Since he had skipped breakfast, he was starving hard. He thought of treating himself with a pizza. He ordered a double cheese pizza and made up his mind that he would not be sharing it with anyone. After deciding on the order, it was time for him to pay the bill for it. As soon as he touched his pocket to take out his wallet, his face went blue. He checked over and over again, but there was no sign of the presence of his wallet. He started looking for his wallet under his chair. To his dismay, he could not find anything except for the dust that was to be cleared by the cleaner. As he realized that he had dropped his wallet somewhere, he rushed back to the conference room where he was delivering his presentation before. He looked for his wallet in every possible place he could, but again, he came out barehanded. Since he was not able to find his wallet, he started asking the people whether they had seen his wallet or not. Every time he asked anyone, he ended up growing more anxious, as it was not just about the wallet but also about his cards, cash and identity cards. Mr. Vang stopped at a point and started recalling where he had last seen his wallet. He remembered that he took it out of the house and went straight to the office. He could not think of any incident where he had taken it out. He recalled that the only place he took out his wallet was the fuel station. His car was running out of the fuel, therefore he had to take up another route from where he could find the fuel station. The only thing that was running inside his head was the presentation. He paid the merchant cash and was unsure if he has kept the wallet back or not. Though he knew he would not be able to get that back, his heart was not able to accept the fact. After searching all over, he thought of giving a try in the same fuel station. Things did not turn out to be in his favor. Someone had already picked his wallet up. That day was the very first time in Mr. Vang's life that he carried a huge amount of money in cash. He was asked by his wife to keep the money safe at home. He was the one who refused to do so, as he thought that he could take good care of the money. Mr. Vang's head echoed with the wise words that his wife said before leaving the house. He cursed himself for not listening to her. Now that he had not listened to her, he could not tell her that he had lost the wallet. His esteem would be burnt to ashes if he mentioned the lost wallet in front of his wife. Setting all his thoughts aside, he decided to become a little practical. The first thing that he decided to do was to block the cards so that nobody could access those, and his virtual money could be safe. He reached out for his bank so that he could do the needful. Virtual money was saved by his act, but what about the huge amount of cash he was keeping inside the wallet? Mr. Vang was not a spendthrift. Instead, he firmly believed in the art of saving money. Then why did he keep that amount inside his wallet? What could be the possible reasons? The reason why Mr. Vang took that huge amount of $1,500 cash was that the coming weekend of that month was his daughter's birthday, and he had to pay $1,500 to catering service in advance so that he could also finalize the day and venue. Now that he had lost the wallet, the cash inside it is also lost. He lost all his hopes with it. He had to face his wife, so he devised a proper scenario to confront her. He could not think of anything other than his wife overreacting to the situation. The other side of the story was also running alongside. The lost wallet had been found by a teenage kid. Teenagers are known for their rebellious nature and are the first ones to get influenced by anything that happens in society. It would be interesting to see what this kid did after finding the wallet. Tyler was a college-going student who had taken a day off his college to help bring up more business to his uncle. Other than just helping, his motive was to earn as well. He was a sports enthusiast and used to earn for his sports stuff like a football kit. Though he was merely a college student, Tyler had his expenses to look after. He stopped taking money from his house other than education fees. He used to do part-time jobs so that he could fulfill his co-curricular expenses, which makes him a responsible kid. While Tyler was busy working for his uncle, he went to the fuel station first so that he could refill his motorbike. Tyler's eyes caught hold of a leather substance lying on the surface. He initially tried not to pick it up, but seeing some money popping outside the wallet, he decided to pick it up. As Tyler picked up the wallet, he checked almost every compartment of it. He found $1,500 cash, some credit cards, and identity cards. What was expected from Tyler depends upon person to person. The decision Tyler made at that time portrays his true nature. Tyler took the wallet along with him, and at a good speed, he rode back his workplace. He again opened the wallet and checked the amount of money. He thought of what all he could buy if he owned that amount. The first thing that flashed inside his mind was the football kit. It took a long time for Tyler to decide what was to be done next. He thought of all the hard times he went through, but never in his mind struck the thought of taking the money for his own use. He was a child of high morals. Tyler waited for his break time so that he could return the wallet to the address mentioned on the card found inside the wallet. As his break time started, he pulled out his bicycle and headed towards the same address to return back the wallet. Tyler had two options. First is to take the money away and leave the wallet there. Second, to pick up the wallet and money. He took up the second option, but for a change, he did something that was least expected from a teenager like him. Like other boys of her age, Tyler too was raised properly. He was taught the difference between good and bad. He thought of the time the man who lost the wallet would have taken to accumulate that amount of money. Respecting his hard work, Tyler decided to give the wallet back. Within a few minutes, Tyler reached the mentioned address. All he knew was he was running out of time, hence he would return the wallet and rush back to work. To his dismay, nothing of that sort happened, which made him a little impatient. On reaching the address, the first thing he did was press the doorbell. He expected a quicker response, but he ended up waiting for more than 15 minutes. He checked his watch and was growing impatient as he had to go back and work. He even went to the CCTV camera placed near the entrance to clarify his intentions so that the one sitting inside the house could open the door and respectfully take the wallet back. He waited and waited, but no response came as such. Tyler had no option left other than leaving the wallet there. He saw a doormat lying near the door. He went near it and kept the wallet on it so that as soon as the people inside the house would open the door, they are going to get the wallet first. Tyler's duty of returning the wallet was successfully fulfilled. He brought the wallet all the way down to the correct address. He had nothing to do with the man or his family then. Also, he showed some courtesy and brought back the wallet. Still, he was not satisfied even after leaving it there. As he was leaving for his work, random thoughts were occupying his head. Thoughts included stealing of money. He then thought that his hard work would mean nothing if somebody took away the wallet from the place he kept. He stopped there and then and took a long breath. He came back outside the house again, but this time, he was determined that he would return the wallet to the rightful owner in person. He started ringing the bell and would continue doing the same until the door was opened. Disturbed by the doorbell, someone opened the door. Tyler saw a mid-aged woman coming out of the house. Unaware of the situation, she asked Tyler whom he wanted to meet. Tyler explained the whole story to her and showed her the wallet. The lady quickly recognized the wallet and thanked Tyler for bringing it back. Mrs. Vang thought that Mr. Vang had no idea about his lost wallet, so she called her immediately to inform him. Panic-stricken, Mr. Vang tried to be normal as much as he could. He did not want his wife to know all about it. He was shocked when his wife told him that the wallet was safe and home. He thanked Tyler for being so good to them. The Vangs thought that saying thanks would not be enough for the heroic act that Tyler performed. They cordially invited Tyler for their daughter's birthday party. They wanted to stay connected with a kind human such as Tyler. The invitation was not enough to thank Tyler. The Vangs decided to do something bigger than this. They shared this story on the internet. Within a few hours, the post was liked and shared by many people. He was becoming really popular among the people. Tyler was the talk of the town after the story went viral. Not only that, his life drastically changed when his college rewarded him a scholarship for his honesty. The decision he took completely changed his life. He is now known as True Tyler by many of the people.